I've photographed, I'd say 50 years. After I got out of the Navy, I bought a cheap camera in Chicago, 2.5 by 3 speed graphic, old, and I did some on the fly. I just picked it up, studied a little bit from the great photographers, Eisenstadt, and all those big-time life photographers. I studied under them through correspondence. They were some tough guys. And you have to practice. You just cannot put a camera around your neck and consider yourself a photographer.
I first heard of Geleve Grice when a friend of mine at the University of Arkansas, Michael DeBricious, returned from a trip to Pine Bluff and called me on the telephone and said, "There's an exhibit of photographs on display on the UAPB campus that you would be interested in." So I went to Pine Bluff and looked at this exhibit and found out that Mr. Grice was not only still living, but still living in Pine Bluff. And so I called him. And if he hadn't been approachable, if he had been standoffish, or he had decided that I wasn't the guy he wanted to talk to, then none of this would have happened. I guess the first thing was that I realized that his total photographic archive has some ballpark figure of 100,000 negatives.
I've always been a general photographer. I try to do a little of all of it. I've done weddings and things like that, children. I travel through the state doing school day pictures, staying on the highway all the time, sleepy, all kinds. I was a general practitioner in photography.